Okay, one big question that we have that we entertain quite frequently is how do we get our pets to allow us to brush their teeth? And probably the best way to approach this is when they're real young, as puppies, before they have a chance to age beyond 6 months of age when their adult teeth come in. If we start them early and acclimate them to make manipulation of the oral cavity a positive experience, then many times when the adult teeth do erupt at 6 months or greater, we have an excellent opportunity to continue that type of manipulation in the form of brushing. So what we want to try to do initially is to, in many cases, if the pet is not huge, to have them on an elevated surface where they feel maybe a little bit less acclimated to escape. And in this case, we don't have any problem here, but with puppies and other dogs, that may be an issue. So find an elevated surface if possible. If the dog is extremely large, then the floor is fine, maybe in a small room up against a corner would be the best way to start. And by manipulating them positively like we are here, that's a pleasurable experience for them. And we can continue that by working with the mouth generally with something that tastes good. And the toothpaste that's made for dogs is generally pretty tasty. They like that pretty well. So what I would suggest is for the first couple weeks before we actually do anything in the form of brushing is to use the toothpaste on your finger and allow them just to lick it off. And many times they'll enjoy that. And they know that when they get up on that table or they get in that corner, that same spot every time, that they're going to get that little treat. And that's certainly a positive experience for them. You can talk to them, you can pet them at the same time, and that further reinforces that. Then after a couple weeks, once that's been established, then we can start to place the toothpaste itself on the brush and let them manipulate the brush. So we're not actually trying to brush at this point, we're just allowing her to lick that off of the brush. Get that nice doggy taste. And then once that has happened, then we can actually use the brush on the teeth. And probably one of the best ways to approach this is to use the brush just as we would with our teeth, mainly concentrating at the gum line and as much of the crown as we can. Go all the way around. Go spending just a couple seconds on each tooth. And then for the bottom teeth, sometimes we have to actually put our finger up behind the canine tooth if that's possible, if there's not another tooth right below it that's going to injure us if we do so. And then we can get back in the back part of the mouth a little bit, holding the lip down with one hand and brushing those back teeth as well. So by slowly acclimating them, starting with a positive experience for them without introducing anything into the oral cavity, and every couple weeks as they get comfortable, depending on the individual, we get to the point where they accept the brushing, and we can continue that throughout life. The best interval, obviously, is once a day. If you can do it more than once a day, fantastic. And even a couple times a week is better than none. But we'd like once a day as our ideal.